So, I saw this video the other day about creating and putting more into the world than you take out of it, and how it's better to be a creative and blah 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 blah. Basically, in 2025 so far, I've been trying to become a better person in everything I do. In you know, in work, I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to be a better father because I became a father about 4 months ago. And yeah, I'm just trying to make everything in my life better. And, I've wanted to make a podcast for as long as I can remember. So I figured, why not start today? So I don't exactly have, you know, a layout of what I want to talk about every single day, or I just figured I'd share my experiences, share my feelings, talk about what's going on, you know what I mean? So I'm a mechanic, right? So recently at work, I've been going back and forth with my boss because there's a rate of pay in which you get paid based on the jobs that you do versus the amount of hours that you are at work. So say I do a 10-hour differential job or something, then I get paid for that 10-hour job rather than if it takes me, 4 hours, I still get paid those 10 hours. Whereas if it took me 15 hours, I would get paid the 15 hours if I was hourly, but the shop would only get paid for 10 hours. So basically, I've been going back and forth with my boss about it. And yeah, we can't settle on an agreement about it. And I can't justify the possibility of me losing money without him giving me more money to do it. Especially with a baby. My baby is 4 months old. She's the love of my life. I couldn't possibly do that to my family. There's no chance. But, of course, he's been on my back about it, and there aren't that many guys in my shop. And to be honest with you, the other guys at my level are not good. Point blank, period. They are not good. Yeah, and I don't know. I know that hypothetically I could be making money if I was flat rate, but if you're not going to meet me halfway with it, then I don't want to humor it. That's not. Why should I have to take a loss? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, and oh my God, the baby. She just started like belly laughing the other day. We found out she was ticklish, and oh my God, if you tickle under her arms and her sides, it makes me so unbelievably happy to hear that kid laugh. It's like nothing else. If you're not a parent, I don't think you'll understand, but it made my month hearing her laugh like that for the first time. Even when she giggled for the first time, just a little. Oh, it's so sweet. And she's such a good baby, too. She's been having issues with sleep recently, but, she's 4 months old. I feel like that's totally normal. They say that they can go through regressions and growth spurts and whatever, so, but she'll be up, until maybe 9 o'clock at night on average, I would say. And then yeah, she goes down for maybe 4 hours. And she's up again. She wants to eat. Okay, fine. That's fine. And she goes back down after an hour, maybe two, if she because she has FOMO. So if she sees that we're up still, sitting with her, then she doesn't want to go to sleep because she wants to hang out with us, which it's sweet. I know, it's sweet. It makes me very happy, but I also love sleep. So, but yeah, she's such a good baby otherwise. I mean, yeah, I really can't complain. She makes me so unbelievably happy. It's crazy. And like I said, if you're not a parent, I don't think you'll understand what I mean when I say that a smile or a giggle can make my month. Yeah, it's like nothing else. It really is. And yeah, she's just my everything. She really is my McKenna. So our pediatrician, right? She's a sweet lady. At least at face, she was a sweet lady when we met her. So she is very overbearing, I would say. Maybe it's just me being, a new parent and not understanding exactly what they want for a baby. Listen, my friends have kids. I know plenty of people with kids. My parents, obviously, every time I tell them about something that the doctor has told us, they say, "No, that's ridiculous. I've never heard of that." Our doctor, or I guess my daughter's doctor, I should say. So she's 4 months, right? So she says that she needs to be rolling over at 4 months exactly. If she's not rolling over by 4 months, we need to talk to early intervention. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why, when she does every other box that you need to check off, why is it that her only rolling 2/3 of the way or 3/4 of the way over is not good enough? She rolls all the way from one side to the other side. She'll roll from her back to pretty much, she just has her arm holding her up from falling onto her belly. She just doesn't want to go on her belly. She hates being on her belly. She hates it. Every time we put her on her belly, she's screaming and crying like immediately after. She hates it. I've heard a lot of kids hate that, so, it makes sense. But obviously we don't want to do it the other way around where she has to roll from her belly to her back, because then she's just going to scream for 10, 15 minutes. And I know you can't just, babies need to cry. I know she needs to cry, but I don't have the heart to just let her lay there and scream and sob. It doesn't feel good. I can't do that to my daughter. I really can't. But I don't know. Like I said, I could just be not understanding what the pediatrician wants of us, but I don't think that she needs early intervention just because she can't roll all the way to her belly. I mean, she's a perfectly healthy baby. She's so smart. So smart. She has this little piano playmat thing, and she'll tap every single one of the buttons with her feet, and then she'll smile when she hears the monkey talking, and oh God, she's so smart. It doesn't make any sense that she would need to go to early intervention. If anybody's slow, it's not my daughter, it's me. She does not need early intervention. I need late intervention, if anything. But I don't know. Like I said, it could just be our pediatrician. It could be, the way I'm seeing it or hearing it, or who knows. I just think that it's a little ridiculous to think that she needs early intervention at 4 months because she doesn't roll over. She's smiling, she's laughing, she's giggling, she's talking. You know what I mean? So, as I'm sure a lot of dads know, at least, if you're like me, and you're a foodie, and, when you come home from work, you're not exactly the most enthused about going and going on the treadmill or going to the gym or whatever, a normal healthy person would do. I gained a good amount of weight, I would say, while my wife to be was pregnant, and yeah, I'm slowly but surely I am gonna do my best this year to lose as much weight as I can. I've been trying to eat, less bad things, not necessarily less food, but I've been replacing it with healthier options, or say I want to have two little candies, then I'll only have one candy that day, or just simple shit, nothing crazy. But and I've been going on the treadmill. I've been trying to go every day, but obviously that doesn't always work with work and the missus not being able to sleep all the time and the baby. It doesn't always work out like that, but I've been doing my best, and I've been going pretty consistently every other day, I would say. And you know what? I always do this to myself when I because I've done this before. When I work out, I will love it every time. I'll love doing it. I'll love the feeling after, and I just don't have the motivation to go do it. Or I don't feel like I want to do it before I do it. So then I just stop. After a couple of weeks, I just stop. But I'm going to do my absolute best this year to not do that. Because I feel so good after I've been going on the treadmill. And I haven't been doing anything crazy, maybe a mile here, a mile and a half there. Nothing crazy. But man, I don't know why I always do this. I feel great after. It's just getting to go on the treadmill I don't feel good about. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure that a lot of other people feel this way, but I don't know. It's got to be a motivation issue or a laziness issue. But I've been trying to work on it, and I'm proud of myself for that. I lost like 5 pounds maybe so far. I also don't like to look at the scale every day because sometimes that beast is something that you don't want to be looking back at you. You never know what you're going to get. And, I don't need that. It's not going to help me if I look and I see a number that was bigger than yesterday, then I'm not going to feel good about it. But I'm very proud of myself. I've been doing it, and also my wife has been doing it too. So, it's good. We're trying to be better for our daughter and for ourselves. Because obviously, I want to live to see her grow all the way up, go to college, maybe get married one day if he's not a piece of shit. If he is, I'll drive over him, but whatever. It just makes me nervous. I don't know. My dad has had health problems as long as I can remember. He's a pretty big guy. My brother, he's pre-diabetic now, so I'm sure I'm not far, if not already. I just want to do the best for my family and for my daughter, and I don't, I realize how important it is to be healthy. Even just regular habits, like I'm not the best with my regular habits, like even my allergy medicine. I forget to take that. It's once a day. You know what I mean? I don't. How do you forget to do that? Just do it before bed. How do you forget to do that? You dumbass. No, I have been trying to do better about it because they deserve it and I deserve it. I deserve to do better for myself. I shouldn't have trouble breathing every day because I'm a dumbass and I forget to take my allergy medicine. You know? Does anybody else struggle with what exactly they're doing? Like, obviously that's a rhetorical question, but I feel like I don't have hobbies like I used to, or I don't have, the friend group that I used to have, or I don't even, obviously work is work. It's never going to be fun, but I, man, it is not exactly what I envisioned myself doing with my life. And I know I chose this, but, I guess that's the way the news rolls. But I don't know. I would love to come up with something I could do, even for fun, just like a little side hobby. Like I used to draw a lot when I was in high school, and I don't know. I was always big into gaming until I don't know, maybe the year I went to trade school, I stopped being into gaming. Now every so often I'll pick up a Pokemon game from when I was a kid, but nothing like I used to, playing Call of Duty until 5 a.m. with my friends every night, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. And, it definitely could just be, oh, you're growing up, you don't have the time anymore, blah, 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 which is valid. I think that that's definitely a part of it. But I feel like I don't have solid interests like I used to have. Like I don't know. I'm sure a lot of other people feel this way too. I would love to come up with something that I want to come home and do every day, or I want to, while my daughter grows up, I want to teach her how to do it, or why it's fun, and do it with my family. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. If anybody else feels this way and they have any suggestions, or I don't know, just leave a comment. I've always wanted to try woodworking, but obviously that's not the cheapest thing to get into, and it's also not the easiest thing to do. I don't know. I always see these videos about people restoring furniture and making like pallets out into furniture and stuff, and I think that's so cool. I would love to do something like that. Not even for the money aspect of it. I would love to just go and create something like that. Like I think that's so cool and so inspiring that you can just buy like a shitty old nightstand and turn it into like a beautiful antique-ish, modernish nightstand that's like totally revamped. It looks like it's brand new. That like an interior designer made specifically for a dope looking house. Like I think that stuff is so cool, and I wish that I had the capacity to do that, or at least I had the knowledge to start doing that. I think, man, I would love to do that. So yeah, so I know this isn't the longest video or podcast or whatever you want to call this thing, the longest video therapy session ever, but you know, like I said, I saw this video and I really just want to put more into the world. Like, I know it's fulfilling enough, working on people's cars and trying to make, you know, save them money and fix their cars and stuff. It's nice that I get to do that. Like, you need vehicles, especially in America. I mean, you need a car or a truck or whatever it is you drive. You need that, and I think that's nice. But I want to put more into the world, and I know that this was more a event session for me, but I'm hoping maybe someone can relate to this, or someone can appreciate this message, and I don't know, who knows. I just figured it would be nice to start, and who knows. I obviously don't have like huge plans or anything, but I I would love to continue doing this. So thank you for listening, or for watching, or however you absorbed this content. I appreciate you, and I love you, and you are beautiful. No matter who you are, no matter what people say, you are beautiful, all right? And I appreciate you. Thank you, and good night.